Hey, what's up everybody? This is DDS, and in that last video I posted, you guys so much love and interest on the tip about using templates for your beats so that way you can speed up your workflow. That in that video I mentioned that I do a video on how to make templates, but I'm surprised that so many people wanted to see a video on how to make templates. So I use Maschine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to my computer and start a new template from scratch and then show you guys how to set it up and save it so that way it's the default when you load up, so that way you don't have to go look for it or anything. So that's what this video is about. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna show y'all how I build my templates for making beats, not mixing. I'm not gonna do that one yet, but this one's for making beats. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoy it, use it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, and one more thing, because I just thought about this. This isn't going to be a template that I put out there to let people download, because that's pointless. I'm going to show you guys how to make a template, and that way, like, you may not have Omnisphere, and I'm putting Omnisphere on my template, so that'll be pointless for me to post that up for you guys to download. So anyway, I'm about to start the video. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for your support. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're not new, I just want to ask that you just continue to support me. Thank you. Have a great day. All right, so here, as you see, I have my blank machine. And what the first thing I would do when coming up with a template, sorry, I like to have things lined up, sorry about that, and I have my YouTube over there. I don't know why I have that on the screen, but anyway, that's off the topic. The first thing I would do is find a BPM that you want to work with. Here lately, I've been working with 137, but since I already have one like that, I'm just gonna push it up to 147 just because. And then I go in and think about what are the main VSTs or sounds even that I use on almost every beat, or just my favorites really. So let's say for this one, I'm gonna pull up Omnisphere 2. So I'm just gonna go right here, pull up Omnisphere, boom, double click it, it's loaded, close it. Then I will label this one Omnisphere. Hopefully I'm spelling that right, I wasn't paying attention. All right, so then the next probably be Keyscape. So I'll go add Keyscape and type right here, just label it as Keyscape. So that's pretty much the gist of it. You go through and you just find different things. Like I use Contact a lot now, so I'm gonna open up Contact. Wait for this to load. I don't know why that one was taking forever, but here we go. All right, so you see Contact loaded right there. So I'll go ahead and label this Contact. Now, another thing I like to do is I like to have my stuff on fixed velocity when I'm just playing around with it. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go to my machine, hit down the pad mode, go over to fixed velocity, and lock it on, just so that way it's there for when I want to use it later. Now, another thing that I do for this stuff is I use my transitions. Like I put transitions on here prior to me doing it on the actual song, so that way, or on actual beat I should say, so that way it's already there. I don't have to add it because I use the same one on every beat at the same point at every single time. So that's just something that I do, and I put an effect on it, edit it a little bit, and I used to do that on every single beat. So now I don't do that. It's already ready to go. It's already stretched to the 4 bars or 8 bars, however long you want it to be. So an example of that, like I said, this is just an example. This isn't what I do. So I don't want anybody to think that this is me doing my transition, but it's just an example. Trying to find one that I like. Okay, let's just say I like that one, but I don't know if I'm just gonna do it for the sake of this video. So I would go ahead, I'm gonna do it over here since I'm on the machine, since I'm using my computer, excuse me. Turn this to 8 bars. And then just drag it over. Then I'll put it right there and label this transition. I'll just put trans impact. So that way it's there. Now that's pretty much it for this part of it. It's already loaded. I do not go in loaded with drums and all that stuff already loaded, because I use different drums on almost every beat. But one tip that I'm probably gonna do a video on, and you guys could also let me know if you like this too, so I'm probably gonna do a video about it, and that is saving your drum kits in a way that
they automatically come with patterns in Maschine, because whenever you save your custom drum pattern, if you already made a, or your, excuse me, whenever you save your custom drum group and you made a pattern with it before saving it, the patterns are already saved. So what you do is you go over here, turn this on, and I'm just going to find one. Let me see what's this right here. So let me just play it. Turn this down so it's not too loud right there. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if I need to do a video on that, 'cause you guys just saw it, but I may do a separate video on it just so the people who didn't tune into this one can tune into it. But that's just another thing. I don't do that because, as you see, it's easy to pull the different sets of drums out that you use, all that stuff. So anyway, back to this. So what you want to do after you have all this set, you have all your VSTs that you use labeled, everything. I go right here. I mean, before I do this, here's another thing that you can do. If you prefer to work at a certain pattern length, that's just your thing. Like if you decide to have 8 bars at this speed, go ahead and change all your pattern lengths to 8 bars and then just save them. So that way it's already set, so you don't have to set it later. Or in the preferences, you can set that as your default. But since we're using templates, you just want to go ahead and set it up now, so that way it's already ready. Because if you set it as the default, even when you press new, it's going to load up your template. So after that, it may come in as 8 bars. But go ahead and set it up however you like. But after you do that, just go save as. And what I do is I structure my stuff by folder, year, all that stuff. I'm just going to save this one called Basic Tutorial. I'm gonna go like that, basic 2. I feel like typing all that. And yeah, from there, one more thing that I usually do is I put my 808 up here already loaded, so that way I already have it ready to go and stuff like that. But that's not necessary for this video. So from there, you want to go to File. Well, let me show you real quick. You see it's saved. I will hit New, and then it's blank, as you see. So what you want to do to make it load up every time you open it, so that means if you close Maschine and you open it, it's going to open your template. If you just go up here and hit New, it's going to open up your template. So what you want to do is go to Preferences, you go to Default, and then you can set it for the standalone and the plugin template. But I use the standalone because I don't really use Maschine as a plugin. And you go over here, for Basic Tutorial, hit OK, close this, go up here, hit New, and it should open right up. I don't know why I'm getting this spinning beach ball. You see everything is already loaded up, ready to go. Like here, let me open this real quick. See, there's that. I used to actually, on one of my templates, I have a piano selected, but I stopped doing that because sometimes you just want to switch the pianos. So it's good to have it already loaded up. But if you have one that you love to use, you can actually save your template. You can save over it too. If you had to make any changes, you can save over it and go back through the steps again, or you can make a new one from scratch. And like if I wanted this one, I would just save it, load it up, save it, and then go back, like overwrite the other one, then go back through the process and open it back up. So yeah, as you see, everything is loaded up. There's no real wait times for it. I know it doesn't take that long, but that extra second or two can knock you out your rhythm sometimes. So especially when it comes to Contact, as y'all saw, I got the little spinning beach ball or whatever it's called when I went to open up Contact, but this time I didn't because it was already loaded up. So I'm going to close out Maschine just so you guys can see that that works as well. So now I'll discard it. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube if y'all haven't already. I don't know why this is doing this when I'm trying to close it, but all right, here we go. Background by me, by the way. Just wait for it to open up. Now it may take a second, since Contact takes a second to load sometimes, but I'm not sure. I haven't really made a template with Contact yet, so this is the first for me. Nope. All right. Well, it took a second, but it wasn't that bad. So as you see, everything's loaded up here. The BPM 147 is already set. Got Omnisphere, Keyscape, Contact, the transition already loaded up and ready to go. So yeah, hopefully this is useful for you guys. If you guys need any more information on it, drop a comment below. I may do a video on the drums next, so that way you guys can see how I work with that, because I feel like that's very helpful. And yeah, hopefully this is helpful for you all. Hopefully you guys actually use this tip, and I'm really surprised that so many people wanted me to do a video on it, so that's why I jumped on it right away to have this video up right after the other one. So thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you're not subscribed to me already, please subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, I appreciate the support, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.